Boy, the economy continues to lag behind, lots of people unemployed. As a result, a lot of people are taking classes looking at getting into new or different careers. And that brings us to this week's case. Involves a man in Northern California. He wanted to become a truck driver, so he went to an adult education truck driving class that was taught in the public school system. Well, I got there, was learning how to become a truck driver, and at one point in time, the instructor said, let's see how we can load and unload bleachers on a flatbed truck. So the student goes out, sees how this is done, and after it's done, the instructor looked at him and said, now I would like you to go over to another school and unload and load some bleachers there because we have to have those bleachers moved. Guy says, okay, heads on over to the school, and while he's over there assisting in loading and unloading the bleachers, he was the truck driver, but he went over there, and then there were other people at the school helping him to do this. Long story short, he suffered an injury, he fell from the truck, and he said, oh, this is not what I signed on for, and he brought claim against the school district for improper supervision. Nobody else was over there. He was over there doing it basically by himself, trying to tell others how to do it. Well, the school district said, no, you can't sue us. You can't sue us. You can't sue us because you assumed the risk. You went over, you did that, you assumed the risk, and therefore you can't cry foul at this point in time. You're stuck with the situation as it exists. He said, no, I didn't assume this risk. Went up on appeal. Went to the 3rd District Court of Appeals in Northern California, a state appellate court, and there the court looked at it and they said, you know what? When you became a truck driving student, you assumed the risk of being a truck driving student. That is true. But you did not assume the risk of loading and unloading these bleachers. Bottom line, when you are being trained as a truck driver, you're going to be driving a truck, you might get involved in an accident, a number of things can happen, but you're not involved in loading and unloading bleachers. That's a whole different ball game, and as you said, you didn't sign on for that. You signed on as a truck driving student. Driving a truck is different than loading and unloading a truck. So based upon that, the court said, hey, the assumption of risk does not apply here. They sent the case back to the trial court for a determination of what kind of injuries this man had and what his claims could be. All right. We bring you this case as we bring you many cases. So, as I always say, you can understand how the law can work to make it work for you. I'm David Allen.